There was a time when I used to tell myself that if I had a bicycle like all my friends, I would be very happy. When that wish finally came true, I realized that everyone now had motorcycles, which were much better than my bicycle. Suddenly, I didn't like my bicycle as much anymore. I begged and pleaded at home for a motorcycle. In my life, one of the main reasons for my dissatisfaction was constantly comparing myself to others. I saw countless people who seemed to be living better lives. Every time I opened Instagram, someone was showing off their new car, sharing news of their promotion, or announcing that they were going to study abroad. It wasn't that I wasn't happy for them. It just made me feel inadequate. I started questioning my happiness based on others' lives, even though there was nothing lacking in mine. I had everything I needed, but this constant comparison kept me from enjoying my own life. When we constantly compare our lives to others, we start to set unrealistic expectations for ourselves. We overlook our own achievements and unique experiences. Maybe you got excellent grades in your exams, but then you hear that your distant cousin got admitted to an Ivy League school. Or you get a promotion at work, but your friend just opened a second branch of their restaurant. It's easy to ignore your own accomplishments when you measure them against others. This leads to an ever-growing sense of dissatisfaction, because we are chasing someone else's version of happiness. Speaking of which, remember the last time you fantasized about buying your dream car, getting a new house, or finally getting that promotion? Even if you achieved one of those things, you probably noticed that the happiness didn't last long, or it wasn't as intense as you imagined. Most of us have gone through this cycle. This concept is called the hedonic treadmill, or hedonic adaptation. This theory suggests that no matter what good things happen to you, eventually, you'll return to your baseline level of happiness. According to studies, the circumstances of our lives don't define our happiness. We have a happiness set point, which is largely determined by genetics. This set point is responsible for about 50% of your happiness, and it varies from person to person. What are you actually doing? You're trying to find happiness in materialistic things that will only keep you happy for a short time. But those things won't bring you long-term contentment. This is the path to addiction, because returning to your baseline level of happiness means you keep seeking those things again and again, often in larger amounts. This is exactly what addiction is. Life is full of constant changes, and one of the most important lessons is learning to be happy with what you have. Perfectionism can be a major obstacle. It's the constant feeling that you should be better at something than you actually are. While planning this entire video, I struggled a lot because I wanted everything to be perfect. The script, the editing. But what does perfect even mean? At what point will I know it's perfect? I wasted a lot of time in this pursuit, but then I decided to just get the job done. Perfectionism is a byproduct of dysfunctional thinking. It's like being obsessed with insignificant details, focusing on your shortcomings, and engaging in negative thinking. We live in a society that demands perfection. Perfect grades, perfect skin, perfect bodies, and even perfect noses. It's completely normal to be unhappy with certain aspects of your life. If someone is unhappy with their job, relationship, or financial situation, they have every right to change their circumstances. This is the basis of motivation. But there's a difference between being dissatisfied and being chronically dissatisfied. The sooner you understand that you can't do everything perfectly, the better. In life, there will always be things where you'll be average or even below average. And trust me, that's okay. Your perfectionism is actually a sign of your own insecurity. As long as you're honest and sincere with your work, you'll see results, and the satisfaction will come from within. To wrap up this video, I hope you enjoyed it. It was important for me to talk about this topic because I've personally faced it and suffered because of it. Obviously, there are many factors that affect our happiness because it's a complex term. It's not always black and white. It always proceeds with nuances. Let me know in the comments how you stay happy in life, so we can all learn from each other. Before you go, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Till then, this is it.